Hi everybody. Oh, there's me. Hello. Hi everybody. Russ from the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. It's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Not my words. The words of Rebecca Black. As always, that's better. We can still see it. That's better. It's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Anyway, it's some lovely comments yesterday. Thank you so much for everyone about the transfer rumours. We're going to do it every week. A little bit of help for you guys, just dissect all the rumours and give you Budden's opinions, because that's all that matters. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's just to stem some conversation. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. Tonight we have, actually, I might be back later on today with David Moyes' press conference in preparation for Wolves tomorrow. And then Stel's going to be here about 9 o'clock tonight with the preview show for Wolves. I think we've got Dave from Talking Wolves and an ex-player, of course. So make sure you check that out. That'd be good. And get your questions in for Stel, Dave, and the ex-player. So, discussion yesterday about transfer rumours and things like that. And some people were, and one thing I've noticed recently is there's so many bloody free transfers potentially this summer. And obviously with January coming, pre-season, pre-contract agreements can be signed for foreign-based players, and also maybe you might be able to get a bargain by buying people out of their contract a bit earlier. So obviously the whole thing with Jesse Lingard, and obviously Jesse came out yesterday saying he's not going to sign a new contract. So potentially we could buy him in January maybe for a fraction of what we were going to pay for him in the summer. But similarly, we could wait till the summer and sign him on a free transfer, and obviously then he gets a signing on fee. So I know they're not really free, but they're a bit of a bargain. So I thought that Moyes could do his best Del Boy impression and pick himself up a few bargains. So what I thought I'd do is show you the list. It's not, I haven't done the complete list. There's a couple of people I couldn't fit in there just because of the size of the list, but they weren't. I wouldn't say they're sort of coming to retirement age, really, to be honest. So we'll go through it in a minute. Let's go through the chat quickly, because I don't like to elude and miss anyone else. Afternoon, Steve. James, good afternoon. James, you must be starting your new job. Oh, sorry, I've just noticed it. Gaza is in the house. You start your new job next week. Good luck with that, James. Good luck. It's nice. It feels like I've gone through the whole recruitment process with you, James. You've had to interview, you got the job, and now you're starting. So big up for you on Monday. Get some sleep. Get an early night Sunday night. Are you up, Carl? Are you up? Frank's in the house. Where's Pat? Acid House is in the house. Acid Joke rather than Acid House. Sounds like it. There's music, to be honest. Luke's in. Daniela's in. Ludders is in. West Ham. These aren't West Ham pajamas. Although, look, if I sorted my grey, I'd look a lot thinner, because that would just blend into the background. This is a rugby. It's not pajamas. If it is, I haven't got the bottoms, that's for sure. Don't know about you, but the international break really killed me indeed. Austria going to lockdown. The Rapid will be behind closed doors. Does sound like it, so it doesn't look like we're going to miss out too much anyway now, are we? So do you think that might be a reason why they might have? I don't know. It's a reason why they might have not appealed, maybe, knowing that, to be honest, Austria are going to probably be completely behind closed doors, so no one can go anyway. So they might as well just take the hit, and then it saves them not getting potentially a further ban later on. I don't know. Good afternoon, Wally. Carlos Sanchez, come on, Carlos Sanchez. I'll let you know in a minute. Dragging on a bit now. This COVID malarkey it is now. It's getting a bit too much, isn't it? James, hope you're well. Don't reach 58. Hope you're well. Don't start till Wednesday. Have a second interview for a different job, and you. Yeah. But it's always easy to get a job when you're not in the job. Breakfast with West Ham Network from a cold morning in Detroit. Oh, lovely. Steaming coffee. Good. I'm good to go. That's good to see. Won't be good for everyone who got paid out, so they'll be able to get some money. Exactly. That's what I mean. For everyone who got paid out now, because it's gone into lockdown, they might be more likely to get refunds, because it's not through us being banned. It's through the country not being allowed in. So there we go. Anyway, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of free transfers around, and everyone really enjoyed my little what's it called? Synopsis? I don't know. Going through sort of all the rumours. So that's what I thought I'd do today, is go through some of the free transfers. I'll go through a lot of them and give you my recommendation. And then what I'd like to do afterwards is not now, but maybe after, go back and look through the list and give me your suggestions. Who would you, if you was David Moyes and you could buy half a dozen players, or you could get half a dozen free transfers, who would they be? Indeed. If Peach is watching, hope you're getting well, man. Hope you're getting well. Afternoon, Billy. Hope you're well too, my friends. So as I said, don't know why there's a play button on it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I know why there's a play button, because I've done this. Look, it's free. It's free. Free transfer day. It's free transfer day. As I said, there's a hell of a lot of free transfers in terms of where people's contracts are running out in the end of the summer. So from sort of June, July onwards, there's a lot going on there. So, as I said, I'm going to go through and see, just give you my synopsis, give you my opinions, just see what you think. So, I'm going to make this next screen actually a bit bigger, because I don't think you can be able to see it, to be honest. Let's make this a lot bigger so you can see me. And let's take out. So, this is the current list of players who are coming to the end of their contracts. So the contract will be ending at in June, July 2021. There's a lot there. We've got, and it's ranked by transfer value, current transfer value. So you can see there's Mbappe, there's Pogba, there's Dybala, there's Dembele, Insigne, Brozovic, Rudiger, Christensen, Tarkowski's in there, Lacazette's in there, Di Maria. We've got who else? Nketiah, Perisic, Luka Modric, Gareth Bale. There's a lot in there. And that's very true. That's very true, Billy. We know that's the case. So it's about a bit of realism as well. So you look at this and say there's a lot of people there. Tompkins was on the list I saw, man. He wasn't on the list yet. Maybe, but this is from Transfer Market. So, but when you can go down to Matt Grimes, and we were interested in Matt Grimes a while ago. Pascal Gross, Timmy Pukki, Dibiel Cisse. There's loads. You can pause this video later on and have a proper look, because I want your selections in the comments below of the video afterwards. Not now, but you can give a few, but I'd like it afterwards, and it's good. Then you get loads of comments and people want to watch it. So what I've decided to do is give this a bit of a David Moyes MOT list. So I've gone through it, and this is just my opinion. Might not agree with it, but what I've done is I've taken out anyone 29 or above. The reason I put say 29 above is obviously Jesse Lingard's 28. So I was going to put 28, but it's Jesse Lingard, so 29 and above, because they'll almost be 30. So that's sort of the David Moyes test. So if you do that, and I've taken out obviously David Brooks as well, who's obviously currently treatment for cancer, and obviously we give the our best wishes as always to David. But so that's what I've done. I've taken that out. There's a player called Jesus Corona here. He's a bloody good winger as well, Frank. Bloody good winger. Nice try, Luke. Not going to happen. Need to sign Spurs to piss off Spurs. No, we don't. So if I was David Moyes, I'd have stripped out all the ones in dark grey already, just in terms of an age profile. We're trying to get the age of the average age of the squad down. So getting a bunch of 30-year-olds or whatever like that, no, not for me. So that's what we've done. So I've taken that down, and what I've then done is given a selection. So this is just my opinion. You may not agree with it, but it's just my opinion of who, if I was David Moyes, who I would get. Or I'd be interested in terms of a free transfer. So where is it? There he is. So in terms of goalkeepers, now I've picked two goalies. I've picked two goalies in here, I think, who could do a job for us. Firstly, Sam Johnson, available in a free transfer. Coming to the end of his career, is his time at West Brom. Obviously 28, we all know who he is. Obviously we've been linked with him he's my choice to be the successor to Fabianski, in all honesty. So that's obviously who I would be interested in getting, maybe getting a pre-contract and getting him signed in June on a free transfer. That would make sense. And Ariel can go back to PSG, and Sam and offer Fab a new contract, and them two hit it out for the number 1 jersey next year, with the premise that Sam's going to probably get it and Fab will be a number 2. 28, so you could have a good 10 years with him, really. If we don't get Sam Johnson, there's another guy who's available on a free transfer called Thomas Strakowski. Thomas Strakosar. Thomas Starkey, that's what we call him, Starkey. Lazio, 26. I think Newcastle are sniffing around for him as well, but they're sniffing around for anyone who's got a pulse, it seems, at the moment. So, yeah, for me, I think this guy's good. This guy's good. He's 26, so he's a couple of years younger. Lazio, he's played the Champions League. He's got experience, and I think he could do a job. He's quite physically, he's a big keeper, and I think he could do a good job for us. So one of them, I'll be happy. Right, defenders. A few in there. A few we've obviously touched on from yesterday, because on the premise that they're coming to the end of their contract, you might be able to buy out early. And that's the thing here, that we don't necessarily have to wait till June to get these guys. We could do what potentially we might do with Jesse and try and offer some money to the parent club to get them early. Potentially buy them out their contracts a little bit earlier, and maybe obviously that money you'd have probably given them in January to signing in June as a signing on fee anyway. So you're probably not going to spend much more, to be honest. So the first one is my pick, my boy, Bouba Kamara, 21, Marseille, can play centre back, can play defensive midfield player, young, ticks loads of Moyes boxes. This guy, I think, would be mustard. In the same way that I was really disappointed that we didn't get Michael Elise from Reading, and he went to Crystal Palace. If you go back and watch Falls from Iron, Gatesy's, when they had to, you the chairman, he said, I picked him. I picked #JustSaying. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing. But this guy, I think, is good. He is good. Mustard. And obviously, we got the Marseille connection now with Santos. So that's my first pick. Next one, completely. I mean, Bouba's quite a svelte guy. He's not like physically imposing like a Zuma is, but this other guy is. And this other guy, with Zuma, would be a brick wall, an absolute brick wall in defence. Nicolas Soul from Bayern Munich, an absolute beast of a man. Look at the size of him. He is massive. Him and Zuma together, you will be able to get nothing's going past them two. They're down the middle. They could be a brick wall for Sam Johnson next season. But Saul obviously commanded a lot of wages. Bayern Munich, he's a German international. He's Champions League. He's won trophies. So he's brilliant. He is a unit, and he's running his contract down. Just saying. Read today, actually, Newcastle, and I think that's going to be sort of a premise to anything in January. Newcastle are also interested. I think this guy is good. And obviously, we haven't been necessarily linked with these people. Bouba we have, but not necessarily Saul. But I think Saul is a real... I think he'd be great in the Premier League. The physicality of the Premier League, I think he would be absolutely fantastic. And as Frank says, he is massive and we are massive. Synergy. You should be a scout for us. Oh, well, couldn't afford me, Frank. Too busy doing, that's to take me out my YouTube money. That's not going to happen. Up there for thinking, down there for having a comfortable sit down. It is, particularly when it's Sunday. Yeah, I'm knackered. Friday night I'd be ready to go out. Not now. Who's the RG at left back whose name's been going? Tagliafico. You're thinking of, man. Right, let's carry on. So who else? Who else is in this list for me? It's actually a guy we spoke about yesterday. Again, quite a physically, he's a built unit, this guy. From Borussia Dortmund. It's Dan Axel Sagadu. He's already got a name. Sagadu, pushed by an apple. He's got the song already. We should just sign him up straight away. Clips would have an absolute field day with this guy. 26, Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, he's sort of defensive. He can play defensive midfield and also centre back as well. And he is a very strong boy. And I think, again, the physicality of the Premier League, he would fit in quite nicely. There's a lot of German players here, and but for me, they are or German-based players. For me, they're very, the physicality of the Premier League is so much that you need to have something about you. If you're look at Lanzini, bless him. He gets pushed around a lot, and where Ben Rama's a bit more lower centre of gravity, a bit more bulkier, doesn't get pushed around so much. And so I think you need a bit of bulk, to be honest, bit of bulk. That's my excuse. That's why I'm still just in case you get the call up. Make sure I'm bulked up. You'll have to play Axel F. Indeed, is he? Agadoo, you see? Zagadoo. Push pineapples round the tree. Zagadoo. Push pineapples, grind coffee. Indeed. Frank likes that as well. Frank likes it. As long as Frank likes it. I'll keep disappearing. As long as Frank and Pat like it, that's all I'm bothered about. Next is another German-based player, Dennis Zakaria. Slightly younger. He's 22. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Anyone who plays FIFA, this guy is always in all your packs. He's always in your packs. Defensive, again, can play centre back and defensive midfield. I like players with that dual purpose. And eventually, he's still 22. He's still quite young. So we're very much like Declan Rice, where he was a centre back and we pushed him into defensive midfield. This guy is, I'd probably move him more back into centre back, to be honest. And very quick. I think it would do a really good job for us. So those are my defender picks. So we've got Kamara, we've got Saul, we've got Zagadoo, Push Pineapples, Grind Coffee. And then we have oh, please just sign in for that name alone. It's like I really wanted to put Axel Witsel in here just because of his name and Danny and Daniel Waz, but I can't because they're over the age of 29 rather, and that's the 29 above, and that's my cutoff. That's my Moyes cutoff. Right, midfielders. Now, there's the first guy. You may have heard a little bit about him in the press recently. It's a guy called Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard. And apparently he plays for Man United. He used to play for us, apparently. But obviously available on a free transfer at the end of the summer. He came out yesterday. To say he's not going to sign a new contract with Man United. And so, his heart's set in leaving pretty much now. So we either, we put a bid in for him to join in June when his contract runs out and he gets the money in his pocket already, or we buy him out in January. Then he's got a year to try and get into the England squad, which is going to be bloody hard. You got to think the quality of the England team there now. The only way he's getting into the England team is playing first team football, but good first team football. That's why, and actually Gonzo made a good video about it today as well. That's why I think he is, in terms of Premier League, we're his number one destination, because he'll be playing competitive, Champions League winning up there. We could be in the Champions League this year, if we qualify, obviously. But I think there's a real opportunity for him to play some really, like he did last year. Came in, absolutely tore the place up. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Apparently, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid are interested, but are they though, or is it his brother trying to up his price and get it all sorted? You never know today in football, to be honest. But we shall see. Right, who is next? I can't remember. Todd Cantwell. Toddy Cantwell. Now, we mentioned about him yesterday. We've had rumours of an interest potentially in him. His contract runs out. Obviously, he's 20. Was he 23? 23 Norwich. Pretty much Norwich are going to probably be going down this season. Is he going to sign a contract? I think he might. I think he might do. I think Dean Smith's going to convince him. Do you know what I mean? I just think there's. I think for some people they wind their contract down because it's their decision where they want to go next, rather than the club's decision, so to speak. That's the way I see it. So for this guy, he may decide to move on to further his career. He's seen how Jack Grealish has moved from a relationship with Dean Smith at Villa to Man City potentially, but maybe Dean's going to put his arm around him. Don't know. Very creative player though. In the chat we've said we'll go through it a bit anyway, but Frank says he's a good backup. Creative, bit lightweight. Yeah, fair play, Gaz. Totally agree, man. Next is another Bundesliga midfielder from Bayern Munich, Karitan Toulouse. 27, you see, he's just on the cusp. But for me, he is mustard. And obviously, the frustrating thing, I think, because I was really excited when Thiago came to the Premier League because he's a fantastic player. He just doesn't seem to get game time at Liverpool. I don't think anyone. We had Craig from the Anfield Agenda on recently, and he said the same thing. You know when Thiago's on because he just has that zip, and the ball doesn't get lost so often, and there's a creativity in passing. Toliso's more of a box to box type midfielder, high energy. And I think he could do really, really good. I think he could do really, really good for us, to be honest. Right, let's move into now. Forwards. So there's two, and they've been highly spoken about quite a bit. So the first one is Divock Origi. And obviously his goal for Liverpool against us was awesome, and there's no denying the fact how good he actually is. I think with a full season, I think he could really do the business at the London Stadium. I really think so. Such a good player. So, and a lot bigger than I thought I remember him being. Does that make sense? I just think he's a lot. He was holding up Zuma and Dawson reasonably well, without much of a problem. So definitely, I don't think and a lot of these players, and I'll be surprised if some people might buy their contracts and say they can get hold of them and get sort of a first step in. But for some people, I think they'll wait, and I think Origi's one of these guys who's going to wait, see how Liverpool do, and obviously if they're Champions League or whatever, he can offer commanding maybe more money potentially because of what he's done, his goals, and obviously with Firmino out at the moment, he might be playing more, which means he can possibly get some more game time, more shot windows, command a higher signing on fee, a higher wage potentially as well. And lastly, this guy we spoke about as well, my mate Andrew Belotti, obviously Torino, 27, Origi's 26 as well, by the way, so a very good age, I think. Belotti, 27, Torino. He's a bastard player. I see him in the same ilk as someone like Arnautovic. Do you know what I mean? Sort of that stocky, arrogant player, which we all love. We love a bastard player when they're on our side. He would wind up a lot of defences. He probably would get his boot in a few times. May get a sending off occasionally. He's got a fiery temper, but we love that about our players, don't we? Sometimes. So for me, that's who I think. And I've just seen some comments. We'll go through them as well in a minute because it looks really funny. So that's the list. That's the full list. As I said, what would be really good is if you let me take Frank's comment. Oh, there we go, Frank. What would be really cool is if you could have a look at that list and not now, you don't have to do it now, but go back, have a look, pick your top 5. Realistic targets for us and put them in the comments afterwards when we've obviously this goes up onto the old YouTube because I think it'd be really interesting to see your opinions because obviously that was just my opinions and there's loads in there. There's Nketiah's in there, there's Januzaj we spoke about the other day, Callum Chambers, Sergio Roberto, we got, Alessio Romagnoli from AC Milan. So some great players there. So, as I said, have a look and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think another day. As I said, feel free to do that anytime. Let's go through some of the chat. And then we'll have a little chat about Wolves. So we'll chat about Wolves, shall we? Right. I do apologise. Jesse should join a mid-table club, not us. I don't think he will. Hi all, good to see David Moyes and Adele Trotters. I sold an 11-year-old car last week to a bloke in Canvey. 2,400 notes. Nice one, Stu. Surely Lingard is behind Bowen for England. James, who knows, man? Do you know what I mean? I think Lingard. That when he signed last year, that period until the end of the year, arguably he won like Player of the Month a couple of times, didn't he? Or at least once in that 6-month period. I think it's the first month in. And a little bit off the ball towards the end, but I think because he hadn't played so many games. But anyway, is anyone else thinking these guys on a free because there's something wrong with them? At least not impressive enough for their clubs to offer them a new contract. Well, maybe they've offered them new contracts and they've rejected it, mate. Mbappe? Mbappe, Dybala, big players, but maybe they've just had enough working at a club, and actually running down their contract, that gives them the option to then go where they want to go for a higher fee in their pocket, and in their agent's pocket, who's usually their brother. Should be going for Carl Larin, Besiktas, a Canadian player in Canada, and great at the moment. Same as, I mean, obviously he had I know he's American, but Darryl Dyke, who played for Barnsley last season on loan, great player. WH's not sure about Sweeney. Already got the nickname, that's what I like. Campbell could be a good backup. Wouldn't start him. No, I wouldn't start him. But again, he could be a good backup, particularly on these multiple. We're playing across. Hopefully, we're still in. You know, we've already won the Betway Cup. This is the quintuple is still available. So who knows, man? So I think we need bodies. I think there are so many because we are seeing the effects of COVID. Jan has never had so much potential. Look what happened with Barca. How many players come in on the free? Totally agree, man. I think there's another reason they can't offer them the contracts that they could have offered them. They're currently on, basically, and so they've gone, right, we'll stay over, we'll leave, give it 6 months and leave and get a signing on fee. So that probably makes up for the downfall in wages they'll get, maybe. I don't know. Only a dream, but I'd love to see Jude Bellingham in summer because we are massive and at state of intent. Great player. I don't think so, man. I think he's a little. I think we're at a certain level. I think he's on the level above slightly, but one day, man. One day, but not where it used to be, where we'd get him if he was 35 or coming to the end of his career, the bookend of his career. We might, I can see him joining. If he joined us, it'll be 28, 29, maybe. I don't know. Origi gets his vote. Madibo, not in the list. I saw he was on Instagram the other day. Not Madibo or Madibo by Mayiga. Origi would be decent backup too. He would. I don't think that Origi would come with that baggage of wanting to be in the number one, but he will be playing a lot of games just because I think Antonio could then have a lot more rest, where we've almost had to play him because we've got nothing else. There's an alternative there. And good for Antonio as well to push him along. Some games where he turns up, he don't really turn up. And I think just he's tired, but he has to sort of play because we haven't got that number two. Yeah, that'll be clipped. Might be more of a must than Lingard. I agree. Although don't forget, Benny will be away for a few weeks with the AFCON as well. So, but then I was having a chat on one of our group chats today, and someone was saying Lingard, thumbs up, and I was like, and then another guy went, well, maybe will he get in the team? Our squad now is a lot better than it was when he joined last time. Good point. Bloody good point. A really clear team player, keeps his head down, gets the job done, just what we need. You don't need nothing wrong with him, do you? He would tick the old Davy Moyes MOT list, that's for sure. I would have had Origi, but then I know chuffle about non-English football. There we go. Billy wants Belotti. Simon, good afternoon to you. He looks naughty. Belotti looks a bit naughty, doesn't he, Frank? He looks a bit naughty. He looks like the type of player that we would really enjoy at West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Just his attitude. I've seen it, and his nickname's the Ball or something. Is it the Ball? I think his nickname is the Ball. Belotti's nickname. No, it's called the Rooster. Oh, it's not as impressive as the Ball. The Ball. No, the Rooster comes from his surname of his childhood friend who jokingly suggested he celebrated his goals like he was a rooster, like he was mimicking a rooster's comb with the open hand to the forehead. We've all learnt something today, haven't we? I thought it was called the Ball. I don't know why. Reminds me of Di Canio, yes. We haven't had... That's not Antonio, Bonner, Italian. We haven't had that sort of maverick Italian player since maybe Diamante. Costa-esque. And didn't he do a good job in the Premier League, Diego Costa? So, yeah. It just looks like a battering ram. Would Origi break down after 25 games? He's never played that after his career. But I don't think he would, though, because I think you've got Antonio. Antonio's all right for 25 games with his current diet of not eating anything, but making his hamstrings not of jelly anymore. So I think half each. I'm always nervous about signing direct from Serie A. Never seems to go well. Fair play. Would love to get Chiesa from Juve. Chiesa's a great player. Long list. That need bog roll for it. What percentage of the squad needs to be English? Lots of foreign names in that list. But we already have I don't know what the actual percentage is now, but obviously we can take them in from the 23s. But it's only of your season squad. But if they're homegrown, so some of them have been here long enough to be classified homegrown as well. They've been around for a long time. Let's sort it out. Sign them all. Exactly. Get them. Belotti, our new Paolo. Simon's got his lunch. It's good from Greg's. He's gone to Greg's today, the bakery. Hope you're well. Luke says for 6 people in the old days. Indeed. Yeah, that's what I had to drink when I had flu. Luke says always the way, isn't it? Kent's gone. Hello, Kent. Hope you're well, my friend. He's gone for Tarkowski. He's got Lingard, Johnson, Witsel, and Belotti. Witzel's a bit old for my liking. Do you know what I mean? I think those wages would be paying a lot of wages. I would, as I said, I would probably go with someone like Zakari, who could play those 2 roles, or Tolisso, all out for Tolisso. Lauren from Besiktas is out of contract this summer. He is 14 goals. 12 games for Canada, will be at PSG or Munich, if not scooped up. You see, Scott has said it. So there we go. Get Tompkins back. I hate the day that he left. Because the day he left, we had about, literally in the week, we had about 2 injuries or centre backs who would have played probably most of that season. Russ, you've convinced me. Let's Origi. Although he hasn't got a song yet. He would need a song. You know what I mean? That's why I like Zagadou. Because the already Black Lace. We get Black Lace on the pitch to either, when like they used to do in like Barcelona, they do those big sort of, when they welcome new guests, new players. We could get Black Lace to come out of retirement if they're still there. If they are, it must be touring, who knows? And then just start playing Zagadou. You can just see everyone, all the clapping. Definitely. Tompkins would do a job for us. He would do, actually, definitely. I'd like to see West Ham get a young plug-in striker. Is that like a Glade plug-in? Back up like Dyke. I think Dyke's a great player. I thought he was a very light for Antonio. But I think Klosek for me. We haven't got. I don't really have time. Oh shit! I don't really have time for homework today. What we'll do actually for homework, guys? If you can message me on Twitter your homework, because then Monday's going to be we're talking about the Wolves game. If you message me on Twitter your homework, direct message, I'll do the thing and I'll send it. We'll make it Twitter only this week, just so we've got time. Otherwise, we don't have time. So I want to talk about Wolves quickly as well. I think a big thing for Moyes of experience, and could an overseas player settle in quickly. But look at the phase at West Ham. Premier experience of Champions League is key. Indeed. I think there are. I don't think getting sort of mid-table foreign-based players works. They've got to be... But even then, I mean, as I said, look at Liverpool and Thiago. That he is wasted at Liverpool. He's such a good player. I'd love a Greg statement, right? Wouldn't we all? Origi is a Moyes-type player. Keeps his head down. You don't hear any trouble about him being not first team. Even the other day, even Firmino not playing. He doesn't get in the team. He doesn't start. You don't hear him moaning. You don't hear him on Twitter, or you might do. I don't know. Maybe we don't follow him, but there. The Twitter is probably best one to do is at DJ Russie B. Send it to at DJ Russie B on Twitter, Steve, and we'll get that all working. Luke didn't do his homework. That's the result, isn't it? Like sometimes if you don't do it at school and the teacher forgets, then you go, yes. And then you've got like the weekend to sort it. Chesney Hawks, the one Origi. I am Divock Origi. You are the one Origi. That could work. Ches, big West Ham fan. Check out, we've had him on the Miami's 11. Check out the playlist, the Celebrity Hammer playlist. Top man. Let's get Mbappe. Do we need him? Do we need Mbappe? We've got Jarrod Bowen in backup. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's loads. I mean, as I said, it'll be really cool if you guys afterwards have a look back, see what you think in the comments. Obviously give it a like. Goes without saying. And then do that, and then we can whack that all in. Because otherwise, I just think, it gets lost, and then at least by then it'll be in there forever, on YouTube forever. Your opinions, and we'll see how close we are to getting them right. In it, all you do is just like, comment, and subscribe. It's simples. It's really, really simples. Daniel don't do Twitter. Okay, Daniel, no worries. If you could send them to the email address at westham@gmail.com, that'd be really, really cool, and I'll collate them there. But so Stellanta will pick it up. What the fuck are all these emails about Disney princesses? Just do that, and then we'll put it out on Twitter. So that's what we'll do. So send it to there if you haven't got Twitter or anything, or Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Rusty B as well. Right, our take on Origi. Yep, could do. Spurs want Antonio. They can have a cardboard cut of 50 million. Job done. Cheers, Scott. Appreciate it. He's the one Origi. I am the one Origi. That's it. Ches, when we sign him, that's it. And I'm going to get him to do it. I'll get him to do a video. That'd be good. Could you imagine? Because he's done this one. Where's the... He's done this one.
Hey guys, this is Chesney Hawks. You are watching My Hammers 11 with the one and only Russ.
See? So I'll get Ches to do it. So I'll get Ches to sing it and say, yeah, when we sign Origi. Very good. I like it. As I said, what do we think about Wolves on Saturday? Stell's going to do a proper preview tonight. We've got, and we're going to have the press conference later on. Well, when Moyes does his press conference, I'll be back in a couple of hours just talking about that as well. Talking about the main points, just so you don't have to do it. And that's the whole thing we do. We try and condense everything so you guys don't have to do it. It's the one-stop shop for West Ham news. Ches is a legend. He is indeed. It was your idea, Luke. They've got the money. Nearly Ches, but anyway. Lingard can make Lingard move to West Ham. Yep, move to West Ham. He certainly can, man. Mo, hope you're well, my friend. I was upset that Reckonflex rump shaker didn't go off when Zuma scored. I can't play. I don't want to play goal music. Do you know what I mean? Something very American. I don't mind doing it when he was in lockdown, because otherwise, Fornals would score a banger or someone would, and then it's like there's nothing. So at least with the goal celebration music, there was a bit about. And then if I only did the goal celebrations, you never would have got the band back together picture, would you? You're welcome. That's all I'm saying. 2-0. Will we get Dave, that crazy wolf guy? We have got tonight. We've got Dave from Talking Wolves on. Dave Passanoni. We had Luke was on his channel yesterday. So we're reciprocating. So we've got him on tonight, as well as an ex-Hammer talking about the game. So make sure you check that out. 9 o'clock Stell's on. 9 o'clock. So pretty much straight after Friday Night Pint, really, isn't it? Really. And I'll be back later on with the oh god, my brain. It's Friday. My brain is frazzled at the moment with the presser. David Moyes' press conference will probably be the next hour anyway. So then I'll listen to I'll do the transcript, put it into PowerPoint, and then we'll have a chat about it and just make you for the 3 points. Russ, Bobby Moore, Cancer Trust Day. Oh, is it? Okay, I'll put my shirt on for later on. I'll put my shirt on. Check out Twitter. I know Daniel does do Twitter. Sinks is wearing the old Dr. Martens thing on TalkSport today. Very nice. Jesse's 29 this December. See, there we go. You see, technically, my own rules we've broken already. But hey ho. At the time of recording, he wasn't 29. That's what I say. Lingard, he dead. I'm going 2-1 to West Ham. Bowen 2. He likes to score against Wolves. He does. And an interesting fact, which I think was on West Ham Reunited, which I thought was very interesting, which made perfect sense. I've just got Ludders' homework. Thank you, Ludders. We'll put it all together and put it out on Twitter. Did you know that West Ham have won? Oh, no, I do know West Ham have. Yes, I do know. West Ham have won each of their last 4 Premier League matches. The longest current winning run in the competition. The Hammers haven't won 5 in a row since February 2006 under Alan Pardew. Not only are we going to win 5, we're going to win 6 because then we've got Chelsea. No, who's that? Brighton. No, we've got Man City. No, it's not good. But yeah, we'll win 5 and then we'll get a draw against Man City. Sounds good. Full Shit Friday. I've got my Dagenham Rotor Savio in the back, of course. Lovely. I've got my 66 top on. Well done, Mo. I'm saying 3 on West Ham. I'm wearing the black and gold pajamas from last season. Lovely. I need to. The boys got me a voucher for my 40th, and I need to get some. I haven't got the stuff yet. I need to get some. And I want to get a new shirt as well with that as well, and some of the retro ones as well because you can get them for the club shop, can't you as well? Very, very good. As I said, we'll be back later on in a few hours' time. Make sure the only way you can make sure when we're on is if you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. It's that bell icon which makes a difference. Everyone hits the subscribe button, but that bell icon just lets you know when we're up, when we've got the content. Not usually a problem with me, but obviously Stel he has this. You have British Mean Time. You've got British the Greenwich Mean Time, British Summer Time. Then you have Stel Time, ST, which could be any time after the original time. So the only way you need to make sure that you miss any of Stel stuff is if you hit the bell thing, and then you get notified just before he comes on, about half an hour before, and then when we're live, you'll get another notification usually as well. So as I said, I'll be back for the press conference, summing up, is that right? The highlights of the press conference from Moyes a little bit later on, and then Stel will be here tonight, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. With the preview, where as I said, you'll have Dave from Talking Wolves and an ex-West Ham player. So let's see how Stel copes with them as well. 2 guests. It's usually on his own, so 2 guests he's got to look after. So make sure you check it out. And then I'll be in tomorrow for the watch along from probably about half. Well, we'll see. Depends what time Mrs. Button lets me start the broadcast, but I'll be doing the watch along review show, that type of thing, the highlights afterwards, and then we start all over again. Stel's going to be at Molyneux. Stel's at Wolves tomorrow rather. So if you're around and you see him, don't forget to tap on the shoulder, have a picture, tag it on at West Ham Network, #stealthy, and because he loves all that. He says he hates it, but I think he genuinely loves it. A few more comments, then we shall skedaddle. 40, you don't look at over to him. Moisturise, Frank. Moisturise. Good lighting and moisturising. Do you know Wolves have not conceded a goal from set pieces and we are leading the set piece? Fusion will score set piece in Zini. You should be sitting next to Moyes, really, Russ. Well, I should do, and then it would save me the bother, wouldn't it? You still friends with Daz in Day? I haven't spoken to Daz in Day for ages, to be honest. What we got here? Zuma heading for a corner. Bosh. Not a proper press conference without YouTube celebs. Well, there we go. There we go, indeed. There we go. And on that bombshell, thank you very much, Luke. As I said, please go back. Have a look at the screen of all the lists of everyone and let me know in the comments later on who you comments this video. Who would you pick if you had to pick 5 or 6 of those free transfers? Who would they pick within reason? Don't say Mbappe because we don't get. You know what I mean? Realistic targets. That'd be good. Rush, you should get a moisturiser sponsor. Well, I'll tell you what, it's good moisturiser. I use this. Manscaped. It's a ball deodorant, but it's very good. It's very good. It's not, there we go. It's very good. It's basically moisturiser. It's very good. Blotty's full of beans. He scores like a machine indeed. And on that, guys, take care. I agree. Nivea sponsored by Rusty B. No, Rusty B sponsored by Nivea. I'm not sponsoring anyone. If you want the money to sponsor Nivea, Nivea can sponsor me. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay. Hi, Russ. What am I going to do with my homework without being rude? As I said, James, message me on Twitter, please. We haven't had time. Sorry, we've just overrun, and it'll be too late by Monday. So message me on Twitter, or go to my or email us on Where is it? Email us on the WESTHAMNetwork@gmail.com. So message me on Twitter at DJ Rusty B or the West Ham Network, and we'll put that all together and get that one out. Be very, very good. All right then, guys. Well, as I said, I'll be back for the press conference bit later on. And until then, take care, stay safe, wash those hands, get those jab and those appointments, come on your irons. And as always, I'd like to thank all of our lovely channel sponsors, channel members rather. We always thank our channel sponsors as well, but we like to thank our channel members at the end of my show. So take care and stay safe. Bye.
It's like a family tree.